Joanne Barmer, Chief Executive Officer of Oakland Care.
My name's Aaron White. I'm Head of Business Services for Oakland Care and also Head of Sustainability.
My name is Kerry Mills. I'm the Deputy Manager here at Maplewood Court and I'm also the Green Champion.
It's important for our team members. We ultimately attract a wide variety of ages and people from different ethnic backgrounds. And certainly in the younger workforce, we see a very vocal desire from them to want to work for companies that are seen and able to evidence what they're doing around sustainability. So it helps us to be able to attract more people to come and work with us. And it also helps us to retain people, because we don't just have a day job where people are coming in and doing very focused tasks. Their day job might include going out for a day and doing litter pick with residents and other colleagues, or a day of fun going out doing tree planting, or lots of other things. So it gives people variety in their job role. It allows people to be involved. We have at least 2 team members in every home, plus people in head office departments that are part of our Greener committee. So they're involved in the decision making, they're involved in generating ideas, sharing ideas with other homes, and it gives people real variety and inspiration in their job.
I think today, more than ever, people are more aware of the importance of changing to a more sustainable way of life and to behaving in a more environmentally friendly way. And hopefully lots of people are doing that in their home lives and making small changes. People come to the workplace and expect the same in the workplace, and so they should. The business of running a care home is a big operation. There is a lot that goes on day to day, and the staff would expect to see that this is being done in an efficient and sustainable way. So by demonstrating that we are doing this, and by constantly listening to our team's feedback and making improvements wherever we can, we hope that we can retain the best in the sector to come and work with us.
Certainly in terms of attraction, we see that the levels of rates of attraction and hires that we get coming through has increased significantly. We don't have quantitative data about whether or not what we do around sustainability was an influential factor in those people coming to join and work with us. But what we do know from a qualitative perspective is that when people are hired, they absolutely express an active interest in what we're doing around sustainability. Because sustainability is one of our core values, it means that we embed those core values into our hiring process. And so every team member that comes and joins us as part of their interview process would have been spoken to about sustainability, so that we can ascertain whether or not that individual is somebody that aligns with us in terms of what they are willing and able to do to help us to improve our carbon footprint.
We also have a Telegram channel, which is out to all of our staff in Oakland Care, where we can quickly kind of broadcast some of these successes, whether they be very, very small, like for instance a home has just started to make their own mint sauce from the herbs they've grown in their own garden, right through to perhaps something, an award we have won as a company. We can share all those things very quickly with our team members, and that encourages everyone to be on the same page and involved in that journey. Where we have been successful in gaining accreditation, such as our Green Mark Level 3 certificate, for instance, the fact that we're the only carbon neutral care group in the UK at the moment, all of those things can be celebrated quickly with our team to kind of get them on board with that, and then lots more ideas come back on our next steps from that frontline team.
In respect of retention, obviously we're hiring people that have already got an active interest in sustainability and the environment. So those people already come to us quite motivated and engaged in the area. And we try to incorporate and enhance that by getting people involved in our green committees. Therefore, they're able to express their ideas, bring ideas from places where they've been, whether it's college or whether it's been in other workplaces, bring those ideas into the care sector. We then are able to share them from one home to the other home and across head office, and get people together to actually take some action in making things better for our local environment.
So here at Oakland Care, we're embracing changes. We've developed a wildlife garden outside, which both the staff and the residents are thoroughly enjoying. They're going outside and spending time outside and just enjoying being outside in the natural environment.
From day one, we've made sure that all of our team are involved in our sustainability journey. We have a green committee formed, which is representatives from every care home and from every department in our head office team as well. We meet quarterly to discuss different ideas and initiatives and share feedback.
So here at Maplewood Court, I'm the Green Champion. I also have a small subcommittee where we get together on a regular basis and we have mini meetings. That when we get together, it gives us the opportunity to bounce ideas from one another, and that's not only from the subcommittee, but that's also from other team members in the home, and also residents give ideas. Also from a management perspective, we have a daily team meeting, again where we ask for ideas and initiatives from all team members. And coming up, we've got the Green Week, which is a 7-day period where we've got a really packed programme of things that we're doing morning and afternoon for a 7-day period, which everybody's really, really excited about and really on board with.
We help to inspire and engage people really by involving them not just in the decision making, but enabling them to generate the ideas. The vast majority of what we do has come from people working at grassroots level, whether it's carers or housekeepers or maintenance team members. They're the ones that are generating the ideas. We're able to bring that together at company level as a strategic approach and be able to put together the investment, whether that's an investment in time or whether it's an investment in resource and cash, that enables those projects to happen. But certainly the ideas often come from our team members themselves.
So I think one of the most powerful aspects of our product is the heat map. So being able to get a really quick overview of what's happening within the asset of the building that I'm responsible for, and be able to see whether there's been motion, what the temperature levels are, what the air quality looks like, getting really good transparency with a kind of almost an X-ray view of a building and these spaces is really powerful. And it allows you then to focus on, areas of real immediate demand for your service. So if I was working in one of these buildings and I had access to the Utopi platform, the heat map is probably the tool that I would use most frequently. But there are lots of other functions within the platform that will be useful, things like the alerting capability. So, an exception that we've pre-configured, I'll be able to see from the platform, whether it's via an email or webhook or an alert in the platform itself, things that I need to take the initiative for and actually make an intervention. So that's a really important factor. Beyond that, we are, Utopi as a business, are looking at building out more IoT functionality. I think it's really important that the initial investment in the Utopi product will be, the return on investment against that investment will be primarily driven through energy cost reduction, because there is a significant amount of waste in these settings. However, once that infrastructure has been invested in and the return on investment's been met, then layering on additional IoT or Internet of Things device types and use cases becomes much more affordable and more accessible. So, being able to understand a bit more about what's happening within spaces in a more granular and sort of analytical way. And there's a load of things in our pipeline around R&D for this space that I'll stay silent on right now, but we are going to be releasing those over time.
The next thing, and we have started this process, is to actually exert control over the environment that we install our technology in. So that is through thermostatic radiator valves and exerting control over those. Because again, in a care environment, quite often those are behind radiator covers and not easily accessible. And we have built a solution that actually provides an effective and efficient way of controlling those radiators, through technology. There will be other heating sources and other control elements that may come into play at some point, like electric panel heaters and immerser heaters. We use people counting in other environments too. We can do the same thing in a care environment also, which can help frontline staff to understand utilization of certain spaces, and also the operators to understand how spaces are used, to decide whether, perhaps spaces can be repurposed, need to be made bigger, or can perhaps be subdivided to provide further services within the environment. The other element that we're looking at is looking at minimizing the Legionella risk within a care home environment, where we measure water temperature and flows in water pipes that feed various outlets, so that it's understood where pipes need to be flushed, for example, because they haven't been used for a period of time. And while in many popular spaces taps will be used on a very regular basis, there will be some other areas, perhaps within a building, where that risk is greater simply because the footfall and the use of water in those areas is less. And then being able to have that data and make it possible for frontline staff, to actually address and manage that risk and minimize that risk, for both for residents in a space or users of that kind of a space, as well as for staff also.